Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the numerical on analysis of multi-storied frame by Portal method. This is the second part. In unit number 5, approximate analysis of multi-storied frame for the subject structural analysis 2. So this is a statement of numerical problem. Determine the approximate values of moment, shear and axial forces in member of frame loaded and supported as shown in the figure using Portal method of analysis. So this is the loaded frame subjected to a lateral loading of 25 kN and 50 kN. The total vertical length is 3 plus 4.5 meter and horizontal length is 10.5 meter. Okay. Now the first step is to assume the point of contraflexure at the center of beam and column. So we have located the point 1, 2, 3 as the point of contraflexure at the center of beam and column. Then we have assumed the second unknown, that horizontal shear is divided among all the columns on the basis of each interior column takes twice as much as exterior column. Okay. Then in that we have found out the value of H. So value of H is 6.25. H is nothing but the horizontal shear. Then we have considered the free body diagrams of joint G, H and I and find out the forces in remaining member by applying the equilibrium equation. Okay. Now consider the lower story. Now first we have considered the upper story and we have released the frame from the node 4, 5 and 6. Now you have to consider the lower story and releasing the frame from node 8, 9 and 10. So these are the node number 8, 9 and 10. Okay. This is node number 8, node number 9 and node number 10. Okay. Now from there we have released because at that point we have considered it as a point of contraflexion. Okay. Now assumption that horizontal shear is divided among all the columns on the basis that interior column takes twice as much as exterior column. Okay, this is the assumption. That means whatever the interior column is there, it takes the twice the shear as much as the exterior column. So here we have assumed the exterior column horizontal shear as H, so the interior column will be twice of that. Okay, so by applying the equilibrium equation, that is summation Fx equal to 0, considering the forces acting towards the right as positive and towards the left as negative. So H plus 2H plus H, okay, it is equal to 25 plus 50. So by solving this, we'll get the value of H as 18.75 kilonewton. Okay, so value of H is 18.75 and here for interior column it will be 2 into 18.79. Okay, so after finding out the horizontal shear at node 8, 9 and 10, so the next step is to draw the free body diagram of joint AF, then E and D. Okay, now here we have shown the free body diagram of joint F. Okay, now here what are the forces that are known to us? Okay, I will change the color here. Okay, now what are the forces known to us? We know the value of P3 is, we know the value of H3, okay, and we know the value of H8. Okay, now here the unknowns are what now? The unknowns are V6, H6 and V8. Okay, and those unknowns are calculated by using the equilibrium equation, that is summation Fx, then summation of moment and summation of Fy. Okay, the three equilibrium equation. Now here in the now here when you consider the now here V3 and H3, here H3 was acting towards the left hand side and V3 is acting down. Now here when we are considering the joint EF, now V3 is acting upward and H3 is acting towards the right side. So here at this node it should be equal and opposite. Okay. Okay, I'll erase this. Okay. Now here we have to find out unknown V6, H6 and V8. So we'll apply the first equilibrium equation, that is summation Fx equal to 0. Okay. Now consider the forces acting towards the right as positive and towards the left negative. Okay. Now H6, now this is acting towards the left side, minus 6.25 acting towards the right, plus 50 kilonewton acting towards the right, plus, and minus 18.75 it is acting towards the left hand side, so minus. So from this we'll get the value of H6. So what is the value of H6? It is equal to 37.5. Now next is we have to take the movement at point F. Okay. Now consider clockwise negative, anti-clockwise positive. Okay. Now the first force V6. Now V6 is acting like this, anti-clockwise direction. So V6 multiplied by 2.25, the distance. Next force is 6.25. So 6.25 is acting clockwise. So minus, what is the distance? 1.5. 6.25 into 1.5. Okay. Then minus 18.75. 18.75 acting like this. In which direction? Clockwise direction. So minus 18.75 into 2.25 equal to 0. So we'll get the value of V6 as 22.91. Okay. Now you have to apply the next equilibrium equation, that is summation Fy equal to 0. Consider upward force positive, downward force negative. Okay. Now V8 acting downwards, minus 4.16. 4.16 it is acting upward, plus, and 22 point, that is V6 acting upward, positive. So we'll get the value of V8 as 27.07. Okay. Now here, now consider the joint E now. Here what are the forces known to us now? 37.5, 22.917, 1.04, 12.5 and 37.5. These are known to us. Now which are not known to us? V7, S7 and V9. Okay. So these are the unknowns. So three unknowns are there, three equations are required. So we'll apply summation Fx, summation of moment at E and summation Fy equal to 0. Okay. Now first equilibrium equation, that is summation Fx equal to 0. Now here again consider the forces acting toward the right side positive and toward the left side negative. Okay. Now here H7 is acting towards the left hand side, minus, then 37.5 again acting toward the left side, minus, now 12.5 acting toward the right, plus, and 37.5 acting toward the right hand side, it is plus. So after solving this we'll get the value of H7. Then taking moment at E equal to 0. Okay. At the point E we have to take the moment. Okay. Now here sign convention, clockwise negative, anti-clockwise positive. Okay. Now 37.5 it will act like this. Okay. Clockwise, minus, what is distance? 2.2. Then V7 it will act like this, anti-clockwise, plus, what is the distance? 3. Okay. Then 12.5 how 12.5 is acting? Clockwise, minus, into distance 1.5, plus 22 point, this force V6 it is acting like anti-clockwise. Okay. So plus, into 2.25, the distance. Okay. So after solving this we'll get the value of V7, that is 17.187 kilonewton. Then apply summation Fy equal to 0. Consider upward force positive, downwards negative. So what are the forces acting upward? V9 and V7. V7 value is 17.187. So 17.187, V6 acting downward, minus, and 1.04 acting downward, minus. So value of V9 is 6.77. Okay. Now consider the joint D now. Here only one unknown is there, that is V10. Okay. So to find out the V10. Now V10 is the vertical force. So we have to apply the equilibrium equation, that is summation Fy equal to 0. Okay. Now here consider upward positive and downward forces negative. So V10 acting upward plus, okay, 3.13 acting downward minus, and 17.187 acting downward, so minus. So value of V10 is 20.30 kilonewton. Okay. Now when you are applying Portal method, okay, so first you have to apply summation Fy, then you have to take the moment at the joint, and then you have to apply summation Fy. Okay. Now after calculating the forces, the last step is to draw the bending moment diagram. Okay. Now here you have to draw first the frame. Okay. So we have drawn this frame here. So we have to draw the frame. Okay. Now here these are the forces. So this is the V1 forces, that is 4.16. This is the V2 force. Okay. Now here one thing you have to remember, that for the beam you have to take the vertical force, and for the column you have to take the horizontal force. Now here 6.25 is nothing but H4, 12.5 H5, and 6.25 is H6. Okay. So this we have to consider. So for beam vertical force, and for the column horizontal force you have to consider at that node. So this is node number 1, this is node number 2. So here we have considered V1, here we have considered V2. Here the node number is 3. So here we have to consider H3, here H4, and here H5 you have to consider. Okay. Now here how to draw the bending moment diagram. Okay. Now due to this force, it will rotate like this. Okay. Yes or no? So to resist that, okay, so to resist that there should be an opposite force like this. So the opposite force will be like this. So here the bending moment diagram will be in upward direction. Okay. Now for the this force, it will act like this. Yes or no? Okay. And it will act here. So to balance this, there should be an opposite force. So that opposite force will be in this way. Okay. So here if you see the bending moment diagram, here it is upward and here it is downward. So this is the reason why here it is upward and why here it is downward. Okay. Now here what is the value now? The value is 9.4. Okay. Now to find out the bending moment, here what is the force? 4.16. What is the distance? Half of this. Okay. From here where it is acting, here. So from here to here what is the distance? 2.25. So 4.16 into 2.25. So we'll get the value 9.4. It is nearer to 9.4. It may be 9.37 or 38. Okay. Here and here the value will be the same, because we are considering the point of contraflexure at the center. Okay. Now how this diagram, here it is upward and downward, here I have shown. Now here, now what is the force? 4.16, and what is the distance here? 3. So 4.16 into 3 will get the value, that is 9.4. Here it is 9.4. So you have to join by a straight line like this. Okay, like this you have to join by a straight line, and at the center the value should be 0. Here also the same method you have to follow. Okay. Now here this member, now what is the force here? 2.917. So 2.917, what is the distance? 2.25. So 22.917 multiplied by 2.25. So we'll get the value what? 51.56. Okay, 51.56. Okay. Now again you have to join it by a straight line like this. Now here, what is the now here we have considered V1 because node number 1, node number 2, node number 3, 4, 5, then this will be node number 6. So this value 22.917 is V6 and this is V7. Okay, so 17.187, what is the distance here? 3. So what value you are getting? 51.56 here, and here it is 51.56. Again you have to join this by a straight line. Again you have to join this by a straight line. Okay. So this is for the beam member. Now for the column. Now for the column, okay, we are considering the horizontal force. So this is nothing but H3. So value of H3 is what? 6.25. Okay. Now here, how this will be rotating like this. Okay. So here this will rotate like this. Okay. So to balance that, okay, so to balance that you have to apply the opposite force. So here it is downward, okay, toward this side, okay, and here it will act like this. Okay, so here it is toward the right side and here it is toward the left side. Okay, bending moment. Okay, and here what is the force now? 6.25. And what is the distance here? 1.5. So 6.25 into 1.5, you are getting the value 9.4. Here also 9.4. Okay. Now here, what is the force? 12.5. What is distance? 1.5. So 12.5 into 1.5, you are getting value what? 18.75. Okay. Again join this by a straight line. So like this you have to join by a straight line. Okay, here what is the force? 6.25. Yes or no? So 6.25 into distance is what? 1.5. So we are getting 9.4. Okay, here also 9.4. Again join it by a straight line like this. Okay, now for the lower story, now here what is the force? 18.75. So 18.75 multiplied by the distance 2.25. So 18.75 into 2.25. So what value are getting? 42.18. So here also we are getting 42.18. Okay. So join this by a straight line. Now here what is the force? 37.5. Okay. Into 2.25. We are getting value 84.4. Okay. Again join this by a straight line like this. Now here what is value? 18.75 multiplied by 2.25. So what value are getting? 42.18, and here it is 42.18. So join this by a straight line like this. So this is the bending moment diagram. Okay. Now here one thing you have to remember that when there is a lateral force like this, the nature of bending moment diagram will be in this way. Okay. So for beam it will be like this. Okay. This will be the nature, and for column it will be like this. Okay. So this is the nature of bending moment for the beam, and this is the nature of bending moment for the column. Okay. So these things you have to remember. Now if the lateral force is in this way, then you have to reverse of this you have to apply here. Okay. So this is the bending moment diagram for the given frame. Okay. So thank you for watching this video.